Yeah, man, we back, man.
You know it.
Hennessy, man, you move slow, man.
What
I
up?
tried to put you on, man.
Hey, man, I was
You
looking
weren't
at
ready.
I was looking at the wrong thing, man.
You weren't ready,
Well, I was
man.
looking at the right thing, but wrong time.
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, look, man, we got the homie JABEE in the building, man. Oklahoma City's finest, Emmy Award winner.
Yes, sir.
Man, that man do all kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
What's good, man? Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, man. What's up?
Man, we coolin', man. I appreciate you for being here, taking the time out to come and rock with us, man. How your trip been so far?
It's been great, man. I've been having fun. Just running around, kicking it with my friends, and just building and just having fun, enjoying Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, this platform here, man, like we created this thing with the help of our EP here, man, to just like really be a platform for artists to get the stuff off their chest, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what you want to talk about, and explore the different pleasures, of the city, if you will, man. So you've been here for a little while, man. I know we did the show Saturday night at PAG, Rock the House, and we actually recorded a podcast earlier today. I can't tell y'all about it, but it's gonna be a dope conversation. Dope conversation, man. And so kind of introduce the people, like, who is JABEE, man? Like, what is it that you got going on with your life and everything like that?
Well, my name is JABEE. I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and I make rap music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm one of the people that's kind of hard for me just to talk about myself like that. You know? But I have my current album right now. It's called Everything Was Beautiful, Nothing Hurt. I'm gonna go in and kind of finish my next album. I have an EP I'm working on with Droopy, who is E40's son, that we're gonna do, and really just trying to just keep building and making music and telling my story. So
it's dope, man. I know, Hennessy, you were listening to some stuff when we came in, right? What was the off of the album? Yeah.
What came up as soon as the site come up, jbmusic.com.
Yeah,
that's what I was checking out.
I like how you did that little slick plug just then.
Yeah,
I like
man,
it.
You know what I'm saying? They need to go. They need to tune in. I need to tune in.
Yeah,
because I've been hearing about him for a while now. Ever since I met Breezy now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I've been hearing about him and stuff like that. And I didn't get a chance to see you. I came out there. We had a little show that was bullshit.
OKC.
Yeah, blank trip. I wish somebody would play for my flight, but that's another.
You had a show in OKC?
Man,
tell them, please talk about this. We need to have this conversation.
Man, this was South had hooked something up with something at a football stadium. I'm automatically thinking like the Dome or something.
Yeah.
And they said the radio station's involved. So, man, we pull up to the stadium. It looked like the Little Giants supposed to play there, first of all. It was hot as hell.
Do you remember what stadium it was?
No, but I know it was in a hood area. It was a little league football field type of deal or whatever. Maybe the east side of town or something.
Okay.
And basically we didn't perform. And the promoter just pretty much got ghosts on us.
You know who that was?
I don't know his name. I know he had a couple words for Breezy and them and me too. I guess he wanted to meet up. He wanted to knuckle up. You know, Breezy like talk smack. So you know what I'm saying. So I can get that information for you though.
Yeah, I mean, I like to know who it was.
Yeah, I got you.
Where it was at. I mean, I can't say that's the first time I ever heard something like that about Oklahoma City, but I just hate that happened.
Yeah, man. It's okay though.
How long ago was that?
That was last year. It was last year. Yeah. I can't remember the dude's name, man.
See, that's something that should have happened like in the 90s in OKC. That shouldn't have happened last year.
Yeah, it definitely happened in the 14s. For sure.
In the 14s.
God damn.
Yeah, I remember he told me about it, man. It was just like, man, like you hate to hear those type of stories, you know.
But other than that, I enjoyed the city. The city was cool. Went downtown, partied on a little rooftop and shit. Like everybody out there walking around high as hell, But it was dope, man. So how was it coming up in OKC for you though?
You just blew his mind with that.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, because I never had. I've had some, some whack stuff happen, but Nothing like that. I just wish somebody had got a hold of me or something like that.
Hey, I wish I would have too, man. I know next time.
Because I mean, I've been fortunate enough to be somebody who can get stuff done.
Gotcha.
In Oklahoma City, but starting out, it was really, really difficult. It was hard. Of course, I was young, so I was too young to get in a lot of places, but there was no real hip hop scene. There was no shows. Clubs didn't play hip hop music. There was no hip hop DJs, and there were hip hop DJs, there weren't anywhere for them to play it and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
we kind of created our own scene and kind of built our own culture as far as Oklahoma City hip hop is concerned.
Okay.
And now like 10 years later, and on a weekend there's like 3-4 hip hop shows, and they all be cool. The clubs play hip hop music. There's hip hop clubs, and stuff like that. I mean, you still got the club BS where like they want to play rap music but don't want to let the rappers in,
Gotcha.
or like people listen to rap music in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
you
crazy.
gotta have on church clothes to get in the club and stuff like that. I mean, we still deal with that silliness, but
I'm sorry, I gotta like say something, because you just saying that reminded me of a time in Macon. It might be small cities, bro. Like in Macon, there was a club. You probably rocked there before too. Like it's called Rockabilly. It used to be called South Beach at the time. But dude, like when I was like in high school and coming back home for college, like we literally would have to dress like we going to church to get into the club.
yeah, but they want to play your music though.
Yeah.
They want to play hip hop music.
They want to play hip hop.
They don't want to let the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Crazy.
They want to watch Meet the Browns, but don't want to meet the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gotcha.
so like just stuff like that. We still deal with, especially like in downtown and stuff. And you go in and they're like, you can't get in with them shoes, or they might think you look like a thug or whatever. But you peek in the door, and they playing YG and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you
crazy.
playing. That's our culture. You playing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's ours. But we can't get in. And I mean, I'm not gonna front like stuff hasn't happened, but where they might be cautious. But I mean, if a fool gonna fight, he gonna fight whether he got on church clothes, whether he got on sneakers or what. If they want to get down, they gonna get down no matter what they got on. They ain't never stop me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think that they should clubs should do a better job of like accepting the culture as a whole, and not just using it to get people to come in and dance and whatnot. But it's whatever. But like I said, like the hip hop in OKC is definitely at a point to where everybody, I feel like, or the majority of people are really catching on to what it takes to like be a legit artist, and grasp that in order to at least try to be a part of the music industry, you have to have a certain standard, and I'm just happy that I get to be a part of it, you know, and I get to be somebody that's helped broaden the horizon for the way people look at Oklahoma City,
right?
As far as urban music and black music and hip hop and rap and all that.
How long you been at it?
I wrote my first rap when I was 7. I started recording when I was in high school, and I like to say, I mean, like I don't know if that's what you meant, but I like this where I'm, where it's I tried to say my career began. I'd probably say 2005, 2008.
Gotcha.
Somewhere around there is when I really was like, okay, this is a rap career, and I can make money off of it, and try to make a living. I started, I quit my job in 2013. So,
gotcha.
Man, I ask a lot of rappers this question, man, and MCs, and when was that? Do you remember the first time you heard somebody else that wasn't in your crew playing your music?
Yeah. I want to say I was somewhere and a car pulled up to me and was playing my music, and it wasn't like early stuff. It was probably like a year ago.
Okay.
But that's when I realized, like, dang, people is listening, and people actually like my music, But and I've been doing shows there for years and years, so I know people know about me and know my music.
Right.
But just to have to just see somebody pull up who I've never seen before and I don't know. And listen, I'm like, dang, that sound like me.
Right.
And I look over and it's like, some folks sitting in the car and they just, they doing they're going about their normal day and they're listening to your music. You know what I'm saying? So, it's I want to say about a year ago that happened.
That's super dope, man.
Yeah, man.
And you're in a great position though, man, because like I don't think it's not been a big time, artists come out of Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Right? Like to be one of the first.
Yeah.
Like when you do take off,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, for sure, like that's
a
gonna be
beautiful
awesome.
thing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Has there been anybody that had some traction like that? And
there's a guy named Nitro.
okay.
And Nitro got signed, I want to say like the late 90s, early 2000s. And he was signed to Flavor, Queen Latifah's label.
Queen Latifah, yeah.
And he was signed to somebody else as well. But I mean, like, I remember come home from school and like seeing his videos on MTV, on BET and stuff like that. And everybody was talking about it. And they still do to this day. When I was at Sway a few months ago,
You got to tell that story.
One of the ladies
too.
there,
Yeah.
she was like, "You from Oklahoma?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I rock with Nitro," and I was like, "Dang!" Like, you know what I'm saying? That was like in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? And she was still like, I rock with Nitro. You know what I'm saying? But Nitro's my homie as well. But I think, for Oklahoma City, he was like the first, like, artist to like actually, go major and like, really get a chance to see the other side. You know? So.
You just mentioned the Sway in the morning. Shout out to Sway. And how you got on there is an interesting story. I know it, but I would love for our viewers to get that story behind, like, how that happened, the genesis of that, like how even were you on his radar? You know what I'm saying? If you can kind of give the people like that story, I think it's a dope story. Yeah,
I don't think I was ever on his radar, but
so honest, man. Look at
he had a segment that he would do called "Getting in the Game." And I remember hearing Scotty on there.
Scotty was on there, and Sean Fallion too.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, man, them is homies. Like, I know them people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, like, how can I get on there?
Right.
And so I was emailing, never got a response. So at South by Southwest, I was at a showcase, and he walked in, and he went to the back, and he was standing in the DJ booth, and it's real loud, and music is playing. People are coming up to him, and and trying to hand him CDs, and he's like, I don't take CDs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And trying to talk to him, is, you can tell they're trying to get in his ear. And it's really loud, And so I'm like, dang, like, I don't want to be that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't want to be that guy. And so I said, I got, like, I can't leave without saying something to him, So I just took out my phone and I went to the notes and I typed, in my notes on my phone, and I said, my name is JABEE. I'm from Oklahoma City. I think I said something about, Chuck D, said this about my music. I'd like to be on your show. And I just put it in front of him and set it down there. And he looked at it, picked my phone up, and he read it. He said, man, I like that. And he put his email in my thing. He said, email me tomorrow. And so it was on from there.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Soy good people, man.
Yeah,
good
man.
dude.
Yeah.
And I was just, it was just one of those things to where I was trying to create an opportunity, but not be that guy. And I wanted to do something that would be memorable and that would not be annoying as well,
right.
And so all I could think of, I wanted to talk to him. I knew if I was talking to him, I knew if I was trying to talk to him about it and say, yo, man, Chuck D said this, and I'm from Oklahoma City, I would just be another guy yelling in his ear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I knew that, sometimes whenever you read stuff, it's easier to comprehend it, than somebody just yelling in your ear in a loud venue. So I just set it down in front of him, and he read it, man. So
That's dope.
That's so dope, man. That's so dope. And he's only giving you half of the story, though, because, like, now he gets the email. You know, what happens once you get the email? Let's go for that.
And so like that was in South by was like in March. South by's in March, and I want to say like June, July, June. I got an email on Thursday, like Thursday, like and after I remember I was at Qdoba like eating lunch with some friends and whatnot, and I got an email and it said, be at this address in the morning at 9 a.m. And I look at the address and it's like New York, and I'm like, okay, I'm in Oklahoma City. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. That's not. I can't get up in the morning and drive there. I couldn't even leave it right then and drive there and make it in time. And so I thought about it and I said, man, you know, if I don't go, somebody else will be in there sitting in my seat, you know. And I just, you know, got online and, you know, bought a ticket. And day before, you know how day before tickets are.
How much was that ticket?
You know, I really want to say, dang God, I want to say it was like 8 something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's like $8.90, something like that. And you know, I never. It has to be God because I rarely have that much money in my bank account at one time. But I had before that, I think I had did the KD commercial, and so from the KD commercial, I had a little bit in my bank account, and I was just like, when do I ever have this much money and this opportunity? And so I was like, I'm just gonna use the money I got from that video, from that commercial, and go to LA. And I just happened to have it, and I just went. And I got there Thursday night, like around 11. Went to my homie's crib, crashed, woke up that morning, and was at the station at 9.
Man, that's awesome, man.
That's how you do it.
That's them stories right there.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like stuff like that, people hear that and say, if you ain't motivated, you hear that and you still ain't motivated, something wrong with you. You feel me? Because that's like, everybody can't do that. Everybody won't even think. People would look at that and be like, man, $900 for the ticket? Yeah. It ain't meant for me. That's what somebody will say. It ain't meant for me. Right. Yeah. Instead of figuring out a way like, no, we got to get here.
Yeah, and even if I didn't have the money from the commercial I did, you know, I still would have found a way to get there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know, I know me, and I know that that's just the way I am. Like, I'm a hustler, and I make sure that if I have opportunity that I take full advantage of it, you know, and try to be dependable and try to be prepared for it.
Man,
I'm rocking with it.
That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we could end the interview right now for that story alone, man. But it's just like it's so much, you know, with your history, and we're gonna definitely get into all of that, man. I know we got a couple of videos that we got on you that we definitely want to make sure that we check out. And the Dreams video, and we're gonna get into the Emmys and all of that. We want to hear those stories too. But the I think we're gonna go to Dreams video. You know, you wanna this your video. You can.
Okay, this is my video. It's called Dreams. It's on my album. Everything Was Beautiful and Nothing Hurt.